Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, spacefarers! Welcome to another episode of Starfield. I'm Cobalt, Thorium, and in this episode, we're going to continue to search around this Titan on New Homestead and check out Chunks.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else. It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live.
It's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
It's one thing to learn about early colony life, it's another to experience it.
Huh. Okay, I guess that's a
Welcome
negative.
To Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
Welcome to Chunks.
Thanks for choosing
What can I get for
chunks. Which chunks would you like today?
What exactly are Chunks made of?
Chunks are the highest quality ingredients sourced from all over the settled systems. And, I forget the rest.
Alright.
Hello there. Welcome to the New Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you?
Let's see. Yeah, let's start with you really seem to love Chunks, huh?
You know I do. And what's not to love? It's delicious, nutritious, easy, fast, inexpensive. And it sure makes my hungry belly sing for joy. My wife thinks I eat too much Chunks food, but I just can't help myself. It's so good.
What's your favorite chunk?
Oh, you had to go and ask the hard questions, huh? How can I pick just one? There's chicken chunks, beef chunks, potato chunks, cheesesteak chunks, cheesecake chunks. You know what? I'm gonna cheat if you don't mind, and just say I love them all equally.
New Homestead is all about authentic living history. What's the Chunks doing here?
Well, people gotta eat, you know? But seriously, I think we're just starting to get with the times a little. And I can't think of a better restaurant than Chunks to usher that in. I think corporate just saw New Homestead as an untapped market. Yeah, the locals may not eat it, but the tourists love having a taste of home.
Running out of Chunks special sauce sounds like a problem.
If I'm completely honest, it is. And people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some, but they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
Is there a reason Chunks doesn't just send you the sauce?
For real? Good question. They haven't said, but I think it has something to do with them prioritizing other Chunks over mine. I guess it's made at a different facility than our other food. And they don't even want to pay the shipping cost to ship from another store to ours. Yeah, sometimes I get lucky and a cargo hauler passes through with a route that takes them near other Chunks and back again, but there's no guarantee.
Is the sauce really that important?
You bet it is. You may not hear people talk about it, but trust me, it's the secret ingredient. It's like the glue that holds it all together. I mean, not literally. I'm not saying it's glue or that our food falls apart. It's delightful. Tangy, savory, it's a little sweet, but not too sweet. And I've noticed that once people find out we don't have it, sometimes they don't return. It's the reason business isn't as good as other chunks.
I don't know, there's an awful lot of people in here. Well, that's too bad. Anyway, I need to go, or you just need someone to get it. I can do that for you.
Wait, for real? You do that. You're not pulling my leg.
You're right. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to work for chunks. Or I'll do it if you pay me. Or, yeah, no problem. Just tell me where to go.
Oh, yeah, right. I actually just got a message back from another chunks before you got here, and they got a case ready to go for me. Just tell them you're there to pick it up for me, and it should be good to go. Thanks.
So this is just going to take us to chunks across the galaxy, I suppose. Which might not be the worst thing in the world. It will force us to go... Oh, yeah, it'll force us to go to Paradiso, which is someplace we've been planning to go anyway. Yeah, it'll force us to go to, like...
Welcome to Chunks.
The various
Lots of chunks to
cities
choose from.
of the galaxy. Let's see, this is a bathroom. Looks like one from the... Where's the toilet? Oh, there it is. Very basic bathroom.
I still can't believe people actually live like this.
Let me
This
try to talk to these
colony's
guys.
a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Did you see those wind turbines out there?
Wow.
All the children look the same.
I'm learning so much here. Everyone should visit at least once in their life.
Word of advice, steer clear of the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists for some reason.
Boy, am I glad they have a chunks here.
All right. I mean, there's so much left to explore
We
here.
live a simple life.
We never went into the store, as far as I'm aware. It's a really basic store, jeez. Is this even a store at all? It's got some clothing. What the hell? Dude, get off me. This is a real basic store and real disorganized. But maybe we can sell some
got
crap.
any fancy trinkets you want to offload? Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Maybe. Sometimes I party a little too hard and wind up in strange places. It's pretty good. No, I've been here before, and yes, this is my first time here. I like this one.
Oh, that's funny. It happens to the best of us, I guess. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you.
Do you sell any souvenirs or anything like that? Or, what do you think of the tourists who come to visit New Homestead? You mentioned something about trading. What sorts of things are you looking for? Wait. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Actually, that is weird. So when you go up, and then you click up from here, it actually selects the previous. Oh, that's because my mouse is there. Alright. I'd like to see what you're selling. Okay. Let's go with the souvenirs first.
We used to, but not anymore. Believe it or not, the New Homestead Tourism Board decided a while back to do away with souvenirs. We don't really have the resources or facilities to make them here ourselves, and it was decided that anything less than that would seem exploitive of our people and inauthentic. Only thing we have are these souvenir slates about the history of New Homestead. Tell you what, I've got an extra one here that another guest left behind a while back. You can have it.
Okay, New Homestead Live History something. What do you think all the tourists who come to New... What do you think of all the tourists who come to New Homestead?
I love them. Most of us in New Homestead appreciate what tourism does for our economic livelihood, so we go out of our way to make guests feel welcome. Some are indifferent about it, while a few others, I won't name names, are downright resentful of all the tourists and would prefer to be left alone. But that being said, I believe our generally friendly demeanor is a large part of what drives people to keep coming back.
All right. You mentioned something about trading. What sorts of things are you looking for?
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer.
All right, I'd like to see what you're selling.
Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale.
No weapons, huh? Nothing particularly interesting here. All right, let's sell some of our own junk that we don't need anymore. Only 2,200, so that's going to get filled up quickly. In terms of his bank. I'd like to sell him some of the misc that we picked up too, because these will be harder to sell. So we probably want to get rid of them as soon as we can. Right, back to weapons. The probables? No, we'll do weapons first. I have a lot of helmets. Jeez. Well, none of these compare to our helmet. Up to 100% energy resistance. O2 filter. That's pretty good, but I'm not keeping either of them. We're keeping all of this stuff. Should probably stash that helmet somewhere. The hat. I suppose it counts as a hat, not a helmet. No, I think we want to keep that. Let's see if we have any weapons in this price range. We could sell them a modified coachman. Oh, we should have sold him this. That's okay, though. Any room left for a throwable? It appears as though we could sell him one grenade. Alright, that's it.
Come back anytime.
What a mess. What happened in here?
Enjoy your visit here.
Alright. So that's another area down.
We take vandalism seriously here. We don't mess with history.
So here's the shop that everybody's been raving about.
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts? Cool, huh? Oh, I can't imagine living here. These people sure are hardy.
Those folks...
This is a pretty common method of mining on snowball planets even today. It may be low-tech, but it's effective.
Hi there. Always nice seeing a new face.
So you're a citizen and you're a citizen?
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime. We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing. You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
Gosh, we used to get more tourists than we do these days.
It's kind of interesting that the groups section themselves by tourists and then the citizens.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here.
It's been a while since I last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Alright, we have a journal. Love you, Anja. Hi, Anja. I found this slate. I found this slate one of the customers left behind. Tried contacting them, but they never came back for it. Anyway, I know that they don't like us using newer tech around here, but I figure I already catch enough flack working at Chunks, so I don't care. I just wanted to leave this for you and tell you that I love you, baby. You're my everything. Okay.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Now there was another... this one right here that we never read. New Homestead. Live history. Come for the historical ambiance. Stay for the experience. Seoul. The cradle of humanity. Seoul, the sun. It's hard to imagine a time where all of humanity lived under one singular sun. But until the mid-22nd century and the invention of the gravity drive, that's all we had. Humans had existed for nearly 200,000 years, and all of them came from a planet called Earth, the third planet in the solar system. Without Earth, you wouldn't be here. And then we have the... Okay, so these are the different, like, locations. Titan Astrobase. The people of Earth first sent an unmanned craft to Saturn's moon Titan in 2107. The Titan Astrobase was completed in 2130 to search for life beyond Earth. Though fruitless, it is said the groundwork for what would eventually become humanity's greatest endeavor. It laid the groundwork for what... Okay. Settling the universe. Scientists and engineers used Titan to perfect planetary colony building. A new home in old history. New Homestead was officially established in 2185 as a living memorial to humanity's ingenuity and perseverance. Citizens of the settled systems were invited to visit and learn about our important history. This fascinating approach to education allowed visitors to see how the early colonists lived and worked. Sights to behold. See the majestic icy peaks of New Homestead's frozen land formations as frosty wind blows through the thick clouds overhead. Witness the powerhouse of the UC's most valued methane processing plants. Then warm up with a hot meal in humanity's longest running dining establishment after Earth. The Brown Horse Tavern. Which is where I am now. Alright, and the other person I haven't talked to is
Brown Horse.
Anja.
Welcome, I'm Anya. Is this your first time with us at the Brown Horse Tavern?
I'm not sure, or I'm a regular. I can't believe you didn't recognize me. Or I've seen it. I've just never ordered anything here, but I have, in fact, never been here before.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us. You're in for a real treat. We've got an assortment of food and drinks, some of which follow homemade recipes that have been passed down over hundreds of years. So, what can I do for you?
I saw the Chunks restaurant out there. Does that hurt your business?
Oh, hardly. The locals pretty much stay away from Chunks, so whenever they don't feel like cooking themselves and want a fresh meal, they come to me. Only the tourists eat that junk. But don't tell that to my husband. He manages the Chunks. I love him, but he's a bit of a fanatic about it.
What is this place?
You mean the Brown Horse? Well, it's only the longest continuous running restaurant since humans started settling outside of Earth. There's a lot of history within these walls. And some damn fine food and drink, if I say so myself. This place has been in my family for generations. My however many great-grandmother opened it when the first colony started on Titan. Back then, it was a simple mess hall that she chose to put a little extra love and flavor into. And now, it's the pride of New Homestead.
Well, that's great. Let's take a look at the menu.
Let me show you what we have.
We're probably going to end up selling rather than buying, but see if there's anything interesting here. It looks like these are some fairly regular but well-modeled foods. Like, this looks amazing. Look at how expensive that is. That looks pretty good too. There's a lot of stuff here that just is modeled very delicious looking. Kudos to the food modeler. Alright, well, we'll sell. We have a bitten sandwich. Some chunks. Some more sandwiches. And some synth meat.
Hope you'll be back
So
sometime.
then I told him that we churn our own butter.
It's
He
so cold
completely
here.
bought it.
I guess I should have expected that.
Didn't.
I did. I know I shouldn't have, but I just wanted to see how they'd react.
But aren't they going to think we're even more old-fashioned than they already believe?
That's a good point. They already gawk at us like we're some sort of
Those folks in
ancient
Sidonia
curiosity.
may be closer to Earth.
Oh, I'm
We
just
do a
trying to
better
have a
job
little
preserving its
fun.
traditions.
But you're probably right.
Alright, that's a fun little interchange. Let's check out the back room if it lets us. Ooh, there's a computer. Brown Horse Tavern computer. Brown Horse Tavern. Established 2144 Titan. Inventory. Current bulk inventory in units. I'm not going to read all that through, but you can see it for yourself if anything's interesting. Luther's new chunks ideas. Shepherd's pie chunks. Cobb salad chunks. Taco chunks. Pizza chunks. Meatball sub chunks. Mac and cheese chunks. Bow. Whatever that is. Chunks. I don't even know chunks. Seasonal chunks. Candy cane chunks. Frozen eggnog chunks. Gingerbread chunks. Restaurant temperature control. Temperature controls locked. Current temperature 23.4 degrees Celsius. I hear... Oh, jeez.
Careful now.
What is this? Okay, I think I know what's going on here. They were talking about those brownouts. And I bet that this is like a heat leech hive. And we're going to have a mission to go and kill all these heat leeches. And we already got one.
How about those brownouts last week?
I know.
Ah, there.
I'm just glad the auxiliary
Always nice
power
seeing a new
picked up.
face.
Remember that time a few years back where everyone had to...
All right. So over here there's a mine. There's also a staircase. Where does this go?
Joyce is great at what she does. I'm sure she'll handle it.
So this place seems kind of heat leech infected. That's gonna take us to a loading screen. Right, door. Industrial workbench here. A couple of miners. Interesting place.
Another tourist come to learn about the ice mines, huh? It's dangerous in the ice mines. I'd much rather answer your questions than have you going off to explore on your own.
Why don't you have robots or other machines do this work?
For one, New Homestead is not a wealthy colony. But we also pride ourselves on doing things the old ways. It's part of the living history, they say. We don't mind. We work hard here, and it's very rewarding.
Ice mines? Why do you need to mine ice?
For drinking water. And we use some of it to produce this air you're breathing. We recycle a lot of what we use, but we still need a nice, steady supply of fresh water. Lucky for us, Titan provides.
Really, it's not a closed system. Why wouldn't it be a closed system? Interesting. That's so dangerous. Or what's so dangerous about the ice mines?
I'm surprised I still get
Falling
this
stuff.
question. It's slippery, It's sharp, it can break, it can cave in. Those are just the obvious examples. Titan is also full of methane, which can sometimes be trapped under the ice. As you know, methane can explode under the right conditions. It can also asphyxiate you if you breathe in too much of it.
As a fellow miner, I respect the dangers you face. Or, ice mining doesn't seem as dangerous as you make it out to be. I think it does seem dangerous.
Ah, so you can relate. It's good to talk with someone who understands the challenges of the job. Not everyone does. If I might ask, what do you mine?
Nunya, as in none of your business. Or I don't really want to talk about my mining experience anymore. Or actually one time I mined a mysterious artifact that gave me visions. Minerals mostly to be sold for industrial purposes. Or a little of this, a little of that. We'll go for... I mean, this... I think he's gonna hate us if we say this. So let's go with this.
Ah, I see. I can respect that. We used to do more traditional mining like that here, but it made much more sense to do it off-world, since it takes a lot more effort for less gain. We mostly export methane and other natural gases instead. Anyway, I'm sure we could swap mining stories all day, but I really should be getting back to what I was doing soon.
Let's see if we can get back to that.
Titan is also full of methane. It can also...
Other conversation option.
Ah, so you... If I might ask...
We can. Let's try this.
Oh. That's not what I expected at all when you said you did mining. But, visions, you say? Huh? Well, that sounds more like what those people get up to in Neon, from what I understand. Anyway, I'm sure we could swap mining stories all day, but,
Okay.
Stay safe.
There's nothing on top of this.
Stressing that folks need to live like this just to make it. Space is hostile, but so is society.
So there's really nothing on top of that scaffolding.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me,
you get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
Alright. Nothing else here, really. I guess that's probably this entire section. The question is, where do we want to go from here? We want to go that way?
This is a boring assignment, but let's keep it that way.
Let's go this way first. Oh, okay. We know where this is. So this is the methane mining facility. We've already been in here. What is that? Okay. So that's very straightforward.
Homestead is a living history exhibit.
You still have to do the tour. Now let's see where this leads. Okay. Well, that's probably the entire area explored then, isn't it? Wait. How do we get into that other section then? So we came in from over here. I just want to complete this. Oh, we came in the elevator. Right. But I think that there's another elevator, isn't there?
It's always so cold.
So if there's another elevator, we should check that out too. See where that leads us. Probably gonna take us into some residential areas, I would assume. Where the heck are we? Okay. Other elevator is...
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over the Brownout.
right there. Alright, let's try it out.
Stay outside for too long here.
I think I hear a heat leech.
Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
You're in charge of all the power here? Get it? Charge? Or brownouts? Or no, but that sounds like a problem. Or no, I just came to chat. Or actually, yes, I came here to talk about the brownouts. Go with the charge pun.
Oh. Yep, I get it all right. Yes, I'm in charge of the electrical power here. We generate a lot of wind-based power here on Titan, which is my specialty, so I was tapped to help navigate all the unique challenges we face here. Shocking, I know.
Alright, so I'm going to ask about brownouts.
Yes, the power shortages we're experiencing. Haven't you seen the flickering lights? This equipment is all very old, and the protections against the cold have worn down, so now, brownouts, all the time. And I get to deal with it. Hooray for me.
Well, it sounds like someone will have to come and fix it for you. Actually, yes, I came to talk about the brownouts.
Of course you did. That's okay. It's a problem here. Citizens and visitors alike have a right to know what's going on and when to expect a fix. Problem is, I don't know how long we'll have to deal with this, because I'm needed here to oversee the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out and solve the issue at the moment.
How does New Homestead get its electrical power? We already know the windmills, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Did you see those huge wind turbines out there on your way in? They're our primary source of power generation. Titan's strong winds provide an almost constant source of power, as long as we can keep the machinery from icing over.
What's it like working on the surface of Titan?
Well, I just started this job a few months ago, but I'm loving it, despite all the small frustrations of working on ancient equipment. I came here as a child and did one of the tours. I loved it so much, I jumped at the chance to come back after finishing my studies in energy science. I know it may sound unusual, but I knew what I was getting into with Titan's harsh surface. The challenge is actually one of the things that attracted me to the job.
So you're not originally from New Homestead?
No, New Atlantis, born and raised. It's okay though. I've always liked this quaint little moon. Not that it's actually that little as far as moons go. The people here were a little wary of someone coming in from the outside, but once I changed my name in accordance with their local customs, it went a long way to build trust. And that was fine by me. I feel proud, taking on the name of the Earth City my family came from many, many years ago.
Which is what? We'll have to take a look. Maybe there's something I can help about the brownouts?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help.
Let's do it. Well, what are you struggling with?
So I really want to impress everyone and show them I can handle this. But the power equipment is ancient and in need of replacement, if I'm being honest. We just don't have the money in the budget right now to do it. The previous technician was adamant that it was better to repair than replace. So he never submitted any replacement plans for budget considerations. We have to wait for next year.
Oof. All right, just tell what you need.
I could use someone who's handy with a laser cutter to break up the ice that's formed on some of the power system machinery out there. That should clear up the shorts we've been experiencing and stop the brownouts. Does that sound like something you can do?
Absolutely. I'll think about it and get back to you, or I'll do it, but some payment had better be involved. Or sure, no problem at all. As a former miner, I know my way around a cutter.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm lucky you showed up then. Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue to monitor things from here.
Excellent. So I'm going to set you as the active mission, because we're going to do that right now. But before we do, let's just take one little glance around here. Oh, we can steal their zero wire. What else can we steal? Actually, we can steal pretty much everything here, but not absolutely everything. Alright, so
How's it going out there with the ice?
I haven't gone yet. So let's grab the personal log, Joyce. Osaka, okay.
Hi. Me? I guess? My therapist told me I should try recording notes to myself as a way to, cope with this drastic life change. I guess the goal is to look back on it later and see progress. Anyway, I've been living here in New Homestead for, 3 months now? And it hasn't been easy. The locals are a little wary of people coming in from the outside, but they know they need me here because their previous power systems manager died unexpectedly.
Really?
Got stuck out in the cold with a suit puncture. Alcohol may have been involved. Remind me not to make that same mistake. Where was I? So, I decided to go all in and change my family name to show these people I'm serious about their home. It's caused some drama with my parents, but ultimately, they understand. And to be honest, I kind of like it. I've always loved the history of this place, from its inception as an outpost searching for life, to researching how to build colonies on harsh worlds, and now as a living history museum. It's really... crap. The lights are struggling to stay on again. Well, back to fixing this place. Talk to you, me, later.
All right. Nothing really new or startling there. Equipment review. Wind turbines continue to ice up. They're the originals, and this being New Homestead and all, it seems fitting to keep them that way. Recommendation is to keep administering repairs. Replacing them, while sensible, is both costly and diminishes the classic appeal of New Homestead. As such, I will decline sending a proposal to the appropriate parties with the UC Energy Department. Bogdan Breda, Chief Power Technician. Okay. Well, that's everything for here. Let's go de-ice some turbines. And then we'll go through and just do the rest. Like, there's clearly a lot here in terms of stuff to do.
Hello?
Hi. UC security? That's weird. Alright, so I figure we'll grab this one first. You know what? I want to take some damage here. Environmental damage. So there is a skill that I would like to enhance at some point, which is this one here. Environmental conditioning, take 100 environmental damage. So it's at 71. Let's see if that actually... Is environmental different than toxic? 75. We'll make it really low. Maybe like halfway. There we go. We got our 100 environmental damage. Now, we still have one more resource to locate. Ooh, what are you?
Can you scan that? Oh, you beat me to it.
Alright, so all we have to do now is find 2 terrain features. Got a weird flickering effect on that guy. Actually, it looks like it's on everybody. Well, that didn't take too much effort. So we'll head on back. And then I'm sure she'll be like, hey, I can see all the turbines are back online and power stations and stuff, but there's still a power sink. Go find these heat leeches. I suspect that that's the way that things would go. But we'll see. Oh.
Careful not to damage the equipment with the cutter while you're working. We don't need any more problems.
Ice is all cleared up.
Good work. I should be able to take it from here. Thanks again for your help.
Really, that's it? Kind of unexpected. Okay. Well, let's look at some of the other stuff here. Special sauce, so that's off-world. Okay. Okay, let's go to activities. Let's just go down through them all. So it looks like we have 3. Oh, we never did talk with Bill. Well, actually, this should probably be in the next episode. We're getting on time here. So we'll wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.